Happy New Year, folks! Welcome back, guys. I hope you've all had a fabulous Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody who watches my channel. Actually, a Happy New Year to everybody. This week's project, I'm going to do something a little bit out of my comfort zone. Something I've never ever tried. And I was out having a wander around the shops like we all do in the sales, and I see these, well actually these, they're canvases, they're small canvases, and I thought I would have a go at a bit of resin art. I've watched several people do resin art and I've always wanted to have a go at it, but I've never really been sure, and I saw these and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a bash. So this week I'm going to have a go at resin art. So let's get these on the bench and find some colours, and we'll see if we can come up with something. You never know, it might be likeable. If not, always makes good firewood. So anyway, let's get these on the bench. Right folks, so what I've done is I've used my cutter mat, and then I've put a silicone mat over the top of that, so any resin that overflows over the canvas will lay on there. Then once it's dry it can be peeled off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the canvas, and because I obviously don't want it sat straight onto the mat, I'm going to raise it a little bit. So I'm going to use these little tubs just to raise it a little bit, and then anything that drips over will go onto the silicone mat, and like I say, once it's dry we can then peel it off. So we're on there like that, and what I've done is I've done two different video camera angles, basically because with this one you won't see when I mix, but with this one you will. So hopefully that'll work out right, because I'm a bit limited to space, because at the moment the workshop's a bit chocker because all the gear's out of my van in the workshop, because I've had to repanel out the van. So things are a little bit claustrophobic at the moment. So anyway, so I've got a canvas, and now we'll get some resin. I want vibrant colours, so we'll have a look and see what I've got, but I don't know whether they're going to be better with powders or liquids. Some people use powders, some people use liquids. I don't suppose there's really a lot of difference, and I don't suppose it really make, because once they're mixed they're liquid anyway. So I'll have a look at see what vibrant colours I've got, and then we'll come back and see what we can do. Right guys, what I've found is I've got these powders. So I've got like a royal blue, a yellow, and then white. Then I've got these that I did the project with the other week, which are chestnut spirit stains, which I don't know if they'll mix into resin. But I've got blue, green, orange, white, yellow and red on those. And then I found these little tubs that I bought for trial, and they are just a powder. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do one with powders and one with spirits, and we'll see how they come out. So the first one we'll do with the powders. So I think what I'll do is 4 different colours, and I'll mix about 50 grams of each. Would imagine would be enough. So I'll mix 50 grams of each colour, and we'll go from there. Clean the scales because they're a bit dusty. Let's get some gloves. Right, so we've got 4 colours. So what we'll do is we'll stick a catalyst in now and give them a stir. Right, they're all mixed eventually. So I don't know, I'm just going to chuck them on and see what happens. So I think we'll... Oh, I've got a leak in that cup. Must be a hole in that cup. Right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put my green on first, I think. Put some of the green. I'm just going to do a little thin. So what we'll do, folks, is we'll leave that to dry and see what it comes out like. First impressions, it's harder than it looks. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if you're supposed to have a picture in your head first of what you want, but I don't know. It might look alright when it's just dry, to be honest. It's not. I don't know. We'll see what it's dry like and go from there. Right, folks, what I've done is I've moved the other one. Well, it's tacky, but I've moved out of the way so I can have a go at the second one now. Now I've done a little trial with these and they come up a transparent. I did a yellow and they come up a transparent yellow, so I don't think they are going to be any good. So I think what I'm going to have to do is use solid colours again, and I'll use some different colours, but I'm going to do something slightly different this time. I'm going to pour one colour. Actually no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them, and I've seen people put them all in one pot and then tip it upside down and then lift up and let it run to wherever. So I think I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix three, maybe four colours, and then put them all in one pot and then tip the pot upside down, canvas on it, then tip it upside down and just let it run out and see what happens. Like I say, I've seen a few people do this and it's looked quite effective, but whether it will happen or not, I don't know. So let's get some resin mixed up and we'll go from there. Right, folks, it's been about, I don't know, 10 minutes now. And like I said, I don't want these to go off too much, so I'm going to give it a go and we'll see what happens. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2 and 2. So I think I'm going to do a bit of blue, do half the blue, and then I'll pour half the white in the middle. Like that. And then I'll do the same with the purple and gold. So I'll pour half the purple, and then I'll pour half the gold in the middle. So now I need to try, move these out of the way. So I need to put, this is going to be fun. So I want one there and one there. So I need to try and put them where I want them and then pick them up. Right guys, here we go. Oh, the white didn't work very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of heat on that and let it push around a little bit. Didn't go quite how I expected it to, but it's not a total disaster. So what I'm going to do now is, oops, I'm going to put a little bit of this purple over in the blue and the white. And a little bit of the gold. folks, I think I'm going to leave that as that. I don't know. I don't know if this resin art thing's for me or not. But we tried, and we'll see what it comes out like. So we'll leave that and see how it comes out when it dries. Right guys, here they are, my 2 pieces of resin art. I'm unsure what I think of these. Like I say, it's the first time I've ever done them, and it's not quite turned out how I imagined it in my head. I expected a bit more colour definition, and I know you can see the greens, the oranges and the blue and all that in there, and all the colours in there, but I expected a bit more colour definition. And I don't know whether it was due to me not leaving the resins long enough in the pots to cure a little bit, or whether I put too much heat on them, because we all know that when you put heat to the resin liquefies more and therefore flows better. So whether I heated them too much or not, I don't know. So it's not quite, like I say, it's not what I imagined. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate them. I do like this one more than I like this one because of the more vibrant colours in this one, and I like vibrant colours. I'm just unsure. I've shown my wife and the 2 girls, they love them, so perhaps I've done them right, I don't know, I'm not sure. So this week guys, I'm looking for as many comments and not criticism, but information as possible, because I want to have another go, but I don't know whether I'm doing it right or not. So any input anybody can give me, I would be gratefully received. Like I say, I don't know whether I should have prepped the canvases first, because the reason being is I took the canvases straight out of the packet and then poured resin onto them. I don't know whether I should have prepped the canvases first so they flowed better, or whether I should have put a base resin on first and then added to that. I don't know. I've seen several people do different things, and I've watched them and I've tried to take bits from everybody, but I'm still unsure whether I've done it correctly or not. So I'm looking for as much information or many comments as I can. Whether they be good or bad, I don't care. I just need to, you guys to help a little bit. So let me know what you think, folks. Like I say, first time I've ever done it. So to me, it's not a success, but it's not a failure. I still like them. They're not wasted. You know what I mean? I am going to use them, so they're not wasted. But again, it's all down to learning curve, and like I said, it's out of my comfort zone. Excuse me. So no, I'm not disappointed how they turned out, but I'm not over the moon either. So comments are gratefully received this week, guys. So anyway, that's this week's project, folks. We'll have a fresh new project for next week. Something, I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it, to be honest. I've got a few projects in the pipeline, but I don't know which one I'm going to do for next week. So anyway, it'll be a fresh new project for next week. So I want everybody to have a great weekend. Take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now.